Okay, so we have something called reversal. So we're gonna apply what we just learned about these little candles with that much volume. Let's see if it's going to do it or not. And the corner mine is at that. Let's see what we got. 835 long 15, 839 long 240s. We're gonna go just one time. We're gonna prove ourselves that we are young and reckless. Join the bid. Join the bid. Or don't join the bid. That's the final question. Join the bid or don't join the bid. What are we gonna do? Ooh, we got one, two, three. We got one Raiders. Ooh, this one says no. This one says no. This one says no. This one says yes. And now we're saying no. So we are going to look at the time and we are going to stand by because it's 11:42 and we're gonna go short. Short, 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 short.
Order filled.
And we are going to quickly bail out if we are wrong. That's how it is. We are 237 and change. We were in zero. We were in zero. Why?
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Freaking believable. The today is an amazing day. Amazing day. Amazing day. And I always ask God, and you should as well. Always ask, oh, God, what did I use? Did I use? Oh, now I can have it anywhere. I don't. This don't lie. 75 or 800. Oh, it went back up, but it's going to come down because that touchy. Doesn't jive with this. Does not jive with this. Very happy with my results. This is awesome. Doing this live. Doji at in a right place. Look, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's go long, but let's go long on the other one. No, it's not here. It's over here. That's another one. Long.
Order filled.
Let's see if he plays games with us. Is he calling everybody in the morning?
Order filled.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's working. Let's do it again.
Order filled.
Oh, we got to do it with 5. Order fill, order fill, order. We're going to do 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, but we're going to change it to, wow.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.
Who's talking now?
Order filled.
I ain't gonna live too long.
Might be able to get a little bit of a short up here. Maybe let's get back to break
Right,
even. I think
Trump.
that'd be nice.
Trump
He's
ends
done.
the Oval Office address. He is done for at least this minute.
Yeah, and that was quick.
And he had a lot to say.
We're gonna sell off then because he's done. I mean,
Oh, well, I'm gonna let you know. Maybe we might hear.
oh, now we got the Kuglers.
Try to get you that as
Cougs.
soon as it hits the wire.
I wonder what his nickname was growing up.
Who's
Puggles?
Coog.
Coog?
John
Coogler?
Cougar Mellencamp. Coog.
Order filled.
Kugler Mellencamp. Kugler the Bugler.
Cuddles the Clown.
Order filled.
Never played trumpet. Far too scared.
By the way, Bitcoin. Oh, you know what? Oh, sorry. I was looking at the preview screen. Purple box remains undefeated in Bitcoin. Good. Like,
Wow.
the key, once again, go out to it'll go through it and stuff like that. I think it's all about finding something you believe in level wise.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, look, that's
NASDAQ
look at
shed 20
what's it
points
doing
in
now.
a second. I don't know, just
That's
melting
not-
for 20 points for no reason
That's
in seconds. It's honestly just status
Oh,
quo at this point.
Hoop's been talking about these cattle. New high, new high, new high. What's up with the cattle here, Hoop?
Moo.
Gonna go to the store and pay $2, $3 more for a pound of beef?
Probably. Daddy Powell speaking. Do we have a AP?
Right.
Can we bring him in, Jack, or are we just far too thin on tech right now to do an AP speech?
You know what? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to click on that link and see if I can get in. All right,
It's
launch meeting.
Reuters.
I'm going to see what happens. Open
I
meeting.
can't do that right now while I'm
All
on
right.
air here and doing
That's
everything
fine.
else.
Totally fine. We'll just all close our eyes and envision what Powell's saying. Dual mandate. What other keywords is he going to say?
All right, something's opening up here. Okay.
The pit to hell or something else, Eddie?
No, I clicked on the link for Powell, and it took me to a Zoom link, and I'm
Okay.
going through here.
You getting invited in?
I want to see what I don't know.
All right, someone watch
I
the
highly
stream and
doubt
see
it.
if Eddie appears in the background on a Zoom call.
I'm
Oh, Powell doesn't
installing
exist.
I'm installing a government update. Okay, what's up with this? We'll see.
All right, Eddie, if you log
Watch,
into Area
I'm gonna
51,
I'm gonna get swatted here soon. Bust my front door down. You.
all right, Eddie, keep on doing whatever you're doing back there because that sounds very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
is.
Keep us abreast as you try to hack into the government Zoom link for for Daddy Powell's speech here. Ooh,
Yeah,
get
Powell's
independent.
speaking right now.
Oh, yes.
Well,
Okay,
I'm like right up. I'm
Yeah.
right up inside here.
front row.
Wow, I'm in. Holy crap.
Yeah, can we get? Okay, Eddie, ask a question if you can.
I don't have this in. Oh yeah, I can raise my hand. No shit.
Yeah, raise your hand and see if they'll call on you.
Hand here. Let's see if I can. See, I've got this on another computer. This is on a laptop here.
Yeah.
But I do see him like right. I'm like front row. Front row. I'm in the front row. Just going here. Hold on a second. That's just
Market's
crazy.
coming back.
Still range bound, but yes, it kind of is.
I'm going to take a little baby contract right here. Just a small little contract. I might add to it, and then my risk level is going to be 925s for a very small risk trade. I'm just looking for another
Short or
low.
long?
Short.
Kind of like it.
Order
I know it's
filled.
risky to short. I'm green on the day, though, and so we could take a little small trade. I'm kind of betting Powell says some negative things,
Order
or at least
filled.
one of the big speakers,
Mhm.
Trump or Powell. But if I lose, it's okay. You know, it's Friday. We got to be a little risky today, I think, but not looking very great for me so far.
It's getting a little bit wiki. Ooh, maybe right there, 897s are good.
Yeah,
Definitely feels like it has some momentum, but it can always flip so fast.
sure. We're almost there to where I'm going to cut it.
Order filled.
And I'm out.
You're out. You tried. Hey, A for effort, man.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Order filled.
It's Friday. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Ugh. I'm clicking buttons over here. I shouldn't be.
Order filled.
You have a piano? You have a cat on the piano?
Me? No, my wife's allergic to cats. I heard the
I thought I
piano
heard-
though.
Yeah, whose piano is that? Is that Jack?
It
Is
wasn't me.
there Jack on the
She's-
piano? Oh, look at this rally.
Order filled.
Yeah.
What a move. What a move. Paul is not
Order
started
filled.
speaking yet, right?
No, he's speaking right now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
He's
speaking right now.
he's yapping right now. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah, he's on right now.
All right. Eddie, have you are you in? Are you in, sir?
Yeah,
How close are
I
you
am
to
in.
Paulo right now? Can you touch him?
I am in. You know what? He's wearing like a brown tie today.
A brown tie, really?
Round
That's
tie,
rare.
weird.
The
Here
new
we go. Listen up.
administration is in the process of implementing significant policy changes for distinct areas: trade,
Can you hear it?
immigration, fiscal
Oh, yeah.
policy.
Let's.
The net
Wait,
effect
be careful.
of
I
these
don't know if,
policy
I don't know if we can air it though, Eddie.
I don't know if we
Turn it
can
off
do
for a
that.
second. It
Yeah.
might be
All right.
streaming.
Let's turn that off, Eddie.
All right,
The
we are on.
authorities. Yeah,
But I'm
Hey, if he does say anything though, please let us know. I just don't know if we have the streaming rights for that.
yeah, he's saying a bunch of stuff here, but I'm in. I'm gonna raise my hand.
Yeah, raise your hands. You can ask a question.
Mr.
Gotta-
Paul. Yeah. Which,
Yeah, pick that up, Algos. All right. Let's see if we can maybe pull back. And where's this market trying to do? It's been such a hard trade today. Such a hard trade. We got Eddie
we're
on
hitting
the
it.
front lines.
That's amazing. Okay.
We're gonna send you there next time.
We do got comments here coming off the wire here. Paul says anticipated 2% inflation will remain uneven. He also says he does not need to rush. He can wait for greater clarity. He also does say that many indicators show job market is solid and broadly balanced. We got to watch here. Uncertainty
Seems-
around policy changes. Most long-term inflation expectations remain stable. These are what are coming out here right now.
That does not seem particularly bullish.
Order filled.
Does it?
Stable. Well, I think we've had a lot of increased inflation expectations from the tariffs. Tariffs can be a bad sign in both directions, really. It can make the market and economy look rough, but it can also mean inflation. We might be paying more on goods because of the retaliatory tariffs we get back. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Usually Powell, he doesn't like giving direct answers. He's usually very neutral and data dependent. And so it's always hard to gauge. I think the real question is going to be like, he's going to do a Q&A. What kind of questions he gets during that Q&A and his responses to those, I think, are going to be the most influential things on the market versus like his pre-planned speech. I think the Q&A is going to be the biggest one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, markets seem to not be selling off. Maybe a little bit of confidence here, or maybe it's just a great range trade short. It's this little 1 minute range. Maybe there's some value there.
Sure.
Do have a 15-minute low on 945, but that's not going to do anything. Looks like we might be setting up a new trend here to the upside. Maybe we get an epic V bounce today.
Yeah, we're testing that 200 exponential. We'll see if we break past it.
Man, one day it's like 1 minute shorts are the play. Next minute longs are the play.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Crazy
impatient
call.
on.
A
But
couple more comments here coming from Powell talking about that progress in reducing inflation has been broad-based. He also does say that some near-term survey and market measures of inflation expectation have moved up, and these are driven by the tariffs, uncertainty around Trump's administration policies, and their
Order
economic
filled.
effects remain very high.
Order filled.
Most longer-term inflation expectations
filled.
remain stable, consistent with the 2% goal. And those are the hottest biscuits out of the oven right now. Back to you guys.
All right, Eddie, thank you. Appreciate it. Man, maybe some longs, 938.
yeah.
Be
Market
doable
seems to like
up
it.
20,000. What's up, Jack?
We came screaming hot through that 5,700 SPX level.
Yeah.
Who knows? End of the day, can we close above 200-day moving average up at 780 today.
That would be wild. I mean, this market is cooking right now.
57.60 for the level. Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving.
I want to see if we can try to get long here. Maybe 940s. I feel like every time I try to get into this market, it just keeps
Order
running
filled.
away. Just paper hands. Sweaty little paper hands. Gamma
I'm a
Order
huge trading
filled.
wimp. Yeah. That's me. I'm paper hands for sure, especially with day trading. I'm like the biggest paper hands there.
Order filled.
I do okay with long-term stuff, but day trading, I usually like
Order
to get in there real
filled.
quick. I had a nice $1,000 gain, which like I said, I'm a huge trading wimp, and so I had a $1,000 day on Wednesday. So like I'm gonna be green today, regardless of everything. But my biggest gain in a while, I kind of built up a cushion. I built up like $160 cushion with micros, and then started trading regular mini contracts, and then built up like a $500 cushion, and then took even larger size to justify it, because even if I lose there, I'm kind of back to break even. And then I just kind of did really well, made 1,100. Felt good, man. Felt good. I needed it too, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that on the higher end of sort of what your take profit is?
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm a huge wimp. If I can make $100 or $200 a day, I'm happy with that. But anything over that's a big win for me. So.
I thought I saw someone in
Pal?
chat dogging you for being an influencer, and I was like, have you met John London? It's like,
dude, I tell
never
people
made
I'm the
that
worst
claim ever.
Yeah, I tell people I'm the worst trader ever. I like economy stuff more than anything, and like I day trade because it's fun, and I think there's an edge to it if you learn how to do it. But I think it takes years to learn, and
Order filled. Order filled.
that's why I think Top Step's useful, because you can learn without blowing $5,000, $10,000 accounts. And so yeah.
Oh yeah. The screen time, that's the real value is getting that screen time. You get valuable screen time for, I don't know, way less than what you'd be paying to open up a brokerage account and place your own trades. Pay full price for all your mistakes. That's how I
Order
describe
filled.
it for a trading combine. You're not paying full price for all your mistakes. You're paying $50. You can make as many mistakes as you want, and that's great. It's way better than $1,000 on a losing trade per trade, and that's your education for 30 trades or whatever. No one wants to do that.
Sure. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like you're still risking something. It's a good middle ground. You're still risking something, but you're not risking a $10,000 or $20,000 account. So
no, you need the risk.
Middle. Yeah, for sure.
It has to be a little bit of
Order
risk in there.
filled.
Yeah, you gotta. It's like Pavlov and the dogs. You gotta learn to do it over and over and over again, and that's how you get good. But you gotta have the
Order
risk. In a
filled.
demo account, there's nothing. It's just kind of, on a regular demo account,
paper
you have
trading.
no risk.
It's like everyone's. Honestly, it's a good example. Everyone trades really well in a practice account.
Sure.
Put him in a trading
Order
combine,
filled.
add in $50 of risk, and all of a sudden the attitude totally changes for the trader. Totally changes.
That's right.
Order filled.
That's all it takes is $50.
Order
The opportunity
filled.
to get funded.
Order
that's
filled.
enough to kind of change your thoughts,
Order
and your thought
filled.
patterns, and trade differently. That's it.
Sure.
$50.
Order filled.
100%.
Order
So,
filled.
range here.
Order filled.
Wondering, try to get back, recapture
Order
20,000 or
filled.
what?
We're tapping that 200 exponential, so I don't mind that level. You know.
For longs or for shorts? They're kind of both valid here.
Yeah, I think if we could break down a little bit and then retest it, I'm okay with it. But you know, like I said, I'm up a couple hundred on a few different accounts. I think I just gave some back there, but I don't mind looking at that 966 high as like a risk level for a short. But to do it, I'd have to look for a move down to like 19.9 or like 899, basically 900, and then bounce back and then have that tight risk. And I just don't know if we're going to get that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really slowed down here quite a bit. NASDAQ's gotten a little choppy. Maybe in the lunchtime thing, maybe because it's Powell. Our range has been 908 to like 960s, so about a 50-point
Order
round.
filled.
Fine, keep on talking. The higher it goes,
Yeah.
970s, 980s, and
Order
counting.
filled.
Here's that
NASDAQ on
20K
the
level.
up here. Oh yes,
Order
we're
filled.
very, very close. Trading
Order
19,980s
filled.
right now. Can we get up to 20,000? What's going to happen? Are we going to break back above? Get back within range? Was this whole thing just a ruse? This entire time?
It's getting close. 20,000 will tell us a lot too. I think if we reject there and come back down under the 200 exponential, that looks weak. But if we rip over that, we might be back to kind of business as usual. We'll see.
Order filled.
What a move.
So do you
Hackman
think you should
Bull. Oh, God. What do you got?
He's sitting
Short-
now.
short 20K maybe? You know, I don't know. I'm not going to do
Order
it. but-
filled.
It depends how strong the candlestick is up into 20K. If we can get up there and maybe consolidate a little bit or get some shorter candlesticks around 20,000, I might be interested, but you know,
Sure.
this 5-minute candlestick is very strong. And it's kind of like one of my personal rules for range trading is that if you're like identifying a range, what you don't want to see, let's say for example, we'll zoom in on this range here on the 5-minute. So this was a nice little 5-minute range. What you don't want to see as a range trader is this 5-minute candlestick being so long and aggressive into the range. You want to see candlesticks kind of tighten up a little bit up into the range so you don't get totally run over. So it is something I try to keep an eye on. It's just how much momentum are we really getting up into that level? And if it's a lot, kind of want to sit on my hands for a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense, I think, too. Yeah, because it's just a trend change. We have that 200 exponential. I like using the 200 EMA for trend identification. And we've broken over that, and now we're over a big milestone level like 20K. So I think I don't want to trade too much against the trend, especially the short term. If we're changing to an upward trend, I don't want to jump against that, especially with Powell speaking. Is Trump still speaking now?
Oh, what do we got?
Let's see.
Yeah, we got these might hit home here. Paul's talking about if this turns into a series of actions he's regarding the tariffs, or if the tariffs are larger, expectations start to move, that would influence how the feds react. He also said it's not simply what's happening with tariffs, but the growth and other changes to the economic policy. The cost of being cautious is very, very low. So what he's saying is, yes, they're going to be very cautious here on what these tariffs and what the effects will be. So eyes on the prize. Back to you guys.
Interesting.
677.
Well, NASDAQ is clearly enjoying this.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Trading up to 20,000 30s, 20,000s, no resistance whatsoever.
Yep.
Not even a little bit of a retracement there. So clearly no fear about the 20,000 level from bulls. Got up to 20,040. Maybe this is kind of support becomes resistance. We had some action trading back there earlier today at around 10 o'clock, and then in the over this morning as well, between 8 and about 8:30, we had a couple touches of around 20,030s. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off into that level. I don't know if it's going to be able to really hold this down, though.
I don't hate a buy at 20K, but then
Neither
I'm
do
worried
I.
we're just going to dump under it. Like that seems like a big like bullish support level, psychological.
I mean, let's bid 09s and see.
Yeah.
We have a nice little 30-second range. Let's see if we can bid that and return. Okay, so we're long 20,000 09s. Let's see if 20K holds.
I'll buy one with you, just one micro contract or
Cool.
two. I'll buy 2 micro contracts. Let it
Let's
play
see if
out.
we
We're
can
already
get-
green on this one.
Yeah, let's see if we can just get back to maybe break even on the day here and just kind of go 1-to-1.
Dolby,
What up?
we're about
What?
7 points away, 7 more points up to that 200-day moving average in the SPX. Close above that would be huge. We would avoid closing below it. Make this a big rejection below. Coincidentally, I am also hearing far fewer mentions of the inevitable 5650 gamma, but I'll regret saying that probably not tomorrow. It's Saturday, Monday.
We're going to see if we can add another one at 93s. I might have to just permanently remove my 30-second chart. It's getting me into some
On a
pretty
30-second
shoddy
chart.
situation. We had a really nice consolidation up there. I tried to buy the bottom of it, but
You're on a
it is what it
30-second
is.
chart?
I was.
Really?
You were on a 1-second one for a while. I got inspired.
Not to trade. I was doing a demonstration of how
Oh,
you put a profit target in.
Got it.
Yeah. A 1 second chart. How
we're
does
out.
that thing even look? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
out.
let us
We're
break
done with
this
one.
candle
It
and
was
then I'm
to
cutting it.
show yesterday, John, there was like
Oh my God.
5-second period where the NQ spiked 61 points in 5 seconds. And what I was pointing out is that's why I don't leave profit targets just sitting in the market, because you never know. Always have a stop in for the same reason, but that's just my preference.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
Good stop by
Demonstrational.
on that one. Yeah.
I took one off on the bounce just to limit my risk because it was looking weak against me.
Nice.
So I'm in only like half a position here. It's very small. Like I said, anybody at home, I'm just kind of taking very small size because I usually do okay in the morning. Midday is a little bit more sketchy for me, so I'm just trying to trade very small.
Got it. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get off that one.
See, now we're under 20K though.
Unfavored.
So.
Relationship ended. 30-second chart.
How do you trade off of that thing though? Like what's
It's all the
are
same.
the patterns similar? Yeah.
Yeah, 6 ranges. Yeah, but we're kind of getting up to kind of support becomes resistance, like that 20,026 area. And if you look at like a 30-second chart, which I've now removed off of my thing, we can sometimes you just get too locked in and you can't see the forest through the trees. I try to have like 2 charts up for both time frames, but sometimes you just, if you're range trading, you can always find a range somewhere. And sometimes that's not what you need as a range trader. You need less, or you need to find the bigger range to trade. What's the most valuable one?
Order filled.
Like if I'm going to, this is actually kind of a good example, right? If you're going to risk money on a trade, like I might as well have risked $500 on taking a long down at
Order filled.
775 versus risking $500 up here, because the payoff, honestly, I think is much better. It's a much better trade at 775 versus trying to get long top of range. So if you're going to risk money either way, you might as well just take the scarier of the trades instead of the one that you think might be more safe. So it's like a with momentum.
Order filled.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see somebody say small. You said the biggest was 1K. I made 1K on Wednesday. Today, I'm probably down $30. Or I might be down a little bit more than that, but it's not much. So yeah, I'm trading micro contracts. I'm not trading minis. I'm trading very small. I'm just kind of like taking maybe some like bigger reward, small risk trades, and if I fail, it's all good. Throwing kind of some lines out there. I'm almost green on this one, so we'll see if we can make our little.
Well, we got time
small
too for the
gains.
house account. Still make some trades as well.
Sure.
Typically, so there's some good trading towards the latter half of the day.
Also, to keep in mind, we're looking at the screen for Dolby's house account. For whatever reason, your screen's coming in kind of blurry. John, let me.
Oh, his was...
No, not yours. Yours is up there.
Oh,
right
mine.
now.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Order
I'm on a different
filled.
computer. Okay.
No, don't worry about it. We'll stay on Dolby's for now. We're only going a few
We're
more
close.
minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Dolby holding down Top Step TV, I hear.
Oh,
I'm sure you're doing a great job, bro.
Self, Jack, Eddie,
Yeah.
Andrew A. It's been a very, very light crew. Very,
Order
very light.
filled.
It's been a lot of fun. Sort of different vibes. Get to talk about different things. Get to riff for a little bit longer. Not as much production stuff going on, so get to have more long, extended conversations. Joke around a little bit, mess with the chat. Chat's in a great mood.
Order filled.
Fun.
Yeah, they seem
Coach Jay, yes, Coach Jay has been crushing it as well. Seriously, he's been
Order
doing
filled.
some segments for us. Also, he's been picking up the slack for some of the after-hour shows as well. At the Buzzer, he did a slow markets. I mean, he's putting in some serious hours.
Sure.
Oh man,
So we're
20,000 was
green.
the bounce.
Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit here to this and then wait. And see. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a piece off here, and then we're going to hold our last little piece.
Nice job.
Yeah, it's just a little feeler trades. I don't ever claim to be very good. I always like setting bar low and then maybe outperforming it if I can, or maybe, maybe confirming what I originally say. I'll hold the rest break even. But trading's fun, man, and it's all about I love poker too, so very similar.
It is, yeah.
One thing I want to get better next week at adding to winners more. I think if you take small size and then add to it once you get confirmation and like a decent amount in your favor, those are the best trades. I just got to stick to them a little bit more, and then I'm going to cut the rest off up here.
Man.
All right, so I'm out. So we made about $100 on that trade. Not bad.
Nice.
Kind of made
Nice
it back
job.
what we lost earlier.
We might have just been too soon, too tight on our long. Because we got stopped at, that's kind of a bummer.
It was
We got
close.
stopped at 993. So it still ran about 10 points. So I don't feel too bad about that. But that's unfortunate. Having a right idea, wrong location. Definitely happens in trading quite a bit. Probably could have gotten, even if you'd picked up 20,000s, you still would have been risking 16 points on that. But I think a $500 loss limit's 25. We would have been okay. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Okay, many more
I would have
trades
made
left.
more too.
Don't really start sweating until I'm down like $3,000 in this. Just personally, that's when things start feeling weird. But the loss limit on this account is much, 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 much larger.
Right. Yeah, I ended up taking that one off, and I
Order
would have
filled.
twice
Nice
as much
trade.
if I didn't. But yeah, it's all
Nice
good.
trade, man.
Oh,
We're coming up
yeah,
here to the
thanks.
end of the segment. I want to make sure we get enough time for Jack here to
Order
change
filled.
things over. John London, thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
This-
Thank you. Appreciate you
on
guys
this day
having me.
here. Thank you for your insights into the fundamentals of the markets, talking about Powell and all that this morning, hanging out. Any final words, John London?
Order filled.
Just be careful, guys. Be careful. Next week we got CPI coming out. Inflation is a big fear in markets as well with economic weakness. So just be ready for that. The week after we got Quad Witch. We have the Fed decision. We've got GTC NVIDIA conference the week after that as well. So a lot of volatile stuff going on. Y'all be careful. And appreciate you guys having me on.
Order filled.
Hey, John, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Look at this NASDAQ just rallying without us. What a move. Jack, feel free to take it away. Keep us posted on your MES trade.
Order filled.
Here we go. Back to the snow.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.
All right. Now we're talking.
Order filled.
Come on.
Order filled.
Oh, you seen it live and on person. Look at that. God damn it. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. You seen it here. You seen it there. You seen it everywhere. Let me see how it does it with 5.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Come on, push. No, no. Not now. Damn it. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, really? Really? Come on.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.
Aló.
Sí, hermano.
Yo, Antonio, ¿cómo está? Aló. Aló.
Te llamo, yo te llamo.
Hágale, ve.
Buenas tardes. Mejor que ayer.
Order filled.
Ah, sí. Déjeme la busco. Déjeme la busco. Déjeme, yo la busco y te mando el número. Muy bien, muy bien. Yo se la voy a mandar ahora. Ok. Señor que
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Here. He hit point of control and then he came back. Where are we here? 5,000 or what? 4,000. Let's see if this is a true reversal. Let's do it at 5. Reversal.
Order filled.
¿Volvió?
Order filled.
¿Volvió? We went short, right?
Order filled.
I'll leave it low.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.
Oh, down.
Order filled.
Bucks in a matter of a couple minutes, maybe on an hour or two's worth of work. Where else, would you be able to accomplish something like that consistently and let that be enough? And then the second piece is just let a red day be a red day. There are so many traders that I see, myself included, and I think it's such a powerful play. Where if you just let a small red day be a small red day, walk away, come back, live to fight another day.
All depends
Oh
on this
man,
candle.
What you got, Jay?
Go ahead.
The regular big
Some big bids just got
regular
filled
big
in the S&P 5740, 800 lots just got
41.
filled at 5740.
Let me
Some
put
ton
that
of size being
up
thrown around
there
on the books right now.
so I know
In
what
the
I'm paying
NASDAQ,
for
there's
the
a couple of
fund.
500 lots right below where we are right now. One at 700 at 20,030 and another 500 at 20,040. Looks like these orders are getting filled. This is where Andre would be talking about that caveman trade. Do we just sell into them? But those are passive buyers, right? So at some point, they may be, if they're buying to open, looking for the market to continue higher. So just keeping an eye on that. But back to this conversation because it's an important one.
Nice. Yeah, I see the same. I see the same on Bookmap. Yeah, I'd like to see some support found, some buyers step in here on ES. We have to continue lower. I'm in trouble on this one. Like I said, just going to let this one run. Stop losses in the spot initially when I put the trade on that I felt it needed to be. I never get smarter after I put a trade on, but more so than that, just data showing. Don't touch the stop loss. Don't start going stop to break even or cutting trades.
Taking a look at the tilt. Once again, I gotta sort of bring this back into play. It's basically 50-50 across the board. 50% sellers, 50% buyers. It's been like that all week. Now remember, the tilt displays the aggregated trader sentiment
Order filled.
analysis for all TopStep sim traders. Okay, sim traders. Are they buyers? Are they sellers? And please remember, this data is for entertainment.
Order filled.
Only, not to be used as any indicators, but it's good to know which way the market's sort of leaning. But when you don't have that lean, it's basically it's like you're lost in the woods and you're on your own. So that's what I'm trying to watch here. And like I said, it's been a very fair tug of war here as far as the tilt goes. So I wish I could help you guys with that, but you're in the woods and you're lost and you're on your own. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That tilt starts swinging too far one way. That could be a reversal signal.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be dicey here with NQ. Those big stacks of orders. Like, I typically don't see Bookmap look so dark and ominous because we just don't have such clean, huge stacks of orders in one spot the way we do right now. If we have to come down to that in NQ, I'd hope that I survive because I think we could find those buyers there and then continue in our direction. But oftentimes those orders generate a lot of volatility
Order
right around
filled.
that. Like Jay said, big players throwing around big size, somebody throwing around big size. Got to see if they stay on the book, right, as we come down into it. But yeah, that could be interesting. Starting to find some buyers before we sell off down towards it, though. I'll have to see here. This is interesting.
What I'm hoping they do is chase, right? Hopefully they really want that filled. They don't get it and start to chase us up. Just go to market. That'll push us up, 70 points in the
Order
NASDAQ
filled.
with that much size.
Yep, those only came on less than 10 minutes ago. 126, 124.
Order filled.
10 minutes ago. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Fucking chance.
Got some comments. Kugler is finishing his comments.
I need to get you out
getting
of
a
my
few
life,
of these
man.
off the wire.
You're killing me.
Saying he's watching very
don't
closely
have
for any
right
sudden job market
about
changes.
About
Wage gain moderation has helped lower inflation. And Kugler says, I'm not in the mood
Is this guy
that worried about small uptick in the unemployment rate. So continuation from the beginning here a little earlier today. So I'm watching the wire here. I'm going to pass these on as I get them.
There was a question having a conversation with Shubham. It was a trader that's always joining us, having a conversation saying, I'm trading really well, but then those 1 or 2 days a month that kind of, erase some of the progress. Shubham, I think we've all been there as traders, right? Where we can trade really well, and then we have that one temporary lapse in judgment that we either over leverage or whatever it is. I think what's really important, it's kind of hard to not do that, right? This is a performance sport that we play, and you're not always. Sometimes you're gonna know when you're in
11:45 reversal right there, man. Stop playing games. Go with that. This is the reversal here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Reversal times 5. Reversal.
Order filled.
71. Let's see how it flares out.
Order filled.
So did it work? Yeah, it worked.
Order filled.
Now it left it really hard for us to play because look at this circle here. I think I'm going to take off right now and come back a little bit later. Let's see if we can recoup some money from here because look, it's not even taking me on a short. So it's looking to get here. It's looking to get here again. But then again, it's hard to say. Let's see if it comes here. Let's do this one. 201. Wow, 201. So what happened? He took me out. He took me out. That means that this is not working. So now we conquer that. Okay. So let's close position
Order filled.
and let's go. We go long from here.
Order filled.
On 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Interesting. Let me see what number we have for the up.
Order filled.
$50 for all that work. Not bad.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, better. So now we're learning another tactic. Slowly and slowly we're learning here. We crossed that. Where we going? How many How many red candles do we have? Getting me mad. So we may be going right up here. We need that WhatsApp notification gone. So where are we? 46, 44, 50, 27, 31, 42. 42, let's see, 41, 42, 43, 42, 39, 37, 37, 33. Where did we head out to? What was the high? What was the high here? What are we looking at? What are we looking at, my friend? What are we looking at? Let's see, where are we drawing? No, right here. Let me see this. So this fucker doesn't let me see that. Did we get up there? Oh, so is this the next level? We remove drawing. 49. Again, we testing 49s and 50. Let's go up. 49s and 50s. We testing 49s. 43. 44. Let's go here then. Let's go here because it looks like we're heading south.
Order filled.
That's what I could have.
Order filled. Order filled.
26. 23. 20. 20.
Order filled.
So we got 6 going on.
You know, a great mindset to execute. And sometimes you sit at your desk, you think you are, and then you're not making any of the right decisions. I think what's most important there is risk management. The risk management features that we have at TopStep, right?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I can make the worst decisions in the world. I'm not going to lose more than this amount, right? And protect yourself that way, because you could say, yeah, you know, I need to be this ultra disciplined person, and for the most part you can. But if you slip up one day, right? I had a trader in Discord say the other day they made 10 grand in the account, was ready to take a payout, and then one day erased all of that, right? You're not a bad trader if you do that. You just had a lapse of judgment and, you know, allowed over leverage to kind of blind your decision making, right? A lot of time, I think we think about the decisions that we make on a very minuscule level. For example, I had 2 losing days this week. If I let one of those losing days get too big, then I don't have the week that I had. But making one of those losing days, you know, within my risk budget,
Order
have
filled.
a really green week, right? Which we have to zoom out. There's 250
Order
days. One
filled.
day shouldn't make or break your account for the year. Ideally, it makes your account, right? If I can make, you know, 100 grand one day and then stack $200 days, you know, what's the
Order filled.
You know, how realistic is that? But one losing day shouldn't blow your account. And the risk management features I think we have help to mitigate that risk.
You know,
Order
Jay, you
filled.
talk about that risk management. Not only do you need to manage your account, you need to manage yourself. And a lot of times I've told traders, you need that second voice. And what I mean by that second voice is
order filled.
Of course, we think we know everything when we're trading and we're losing focus and we're trading reckless.
Order filled.
A good example is like in sports. For example, if you're familiar with any sport, you're going to have the player on the field and you're going to have a manager or a coach. And if that player or manager that player isn't doing well, you're going to have a manager or coach approach them It's like in baseball, if a pitcher's doing fine, we're going to keep you in the game. So basically
Order
saying,
filled.
keep trading. All right. You know what? You're doing very well. Keep moving forward. All right. Step by step. But if you're doing bad, usually they call the bullpen. They'll get another pitcher coming in. They'll come out to the mound and they'll say, you know what? You did your best. Go hit the showers. You got to have that second voice in your head telling you, and even ask yourself, how am I doing today? This is called management, managing yourself, finding out how you're doing, and write this stuff down in your journal. Am I doing okay today? Am my mindset fine? Is my focus good? And this is going to help you. This is going to help you from being reckless. If you can be honest with yourself, commit to yourself. You know what? I am not doing good today. I'm not going to fight. I'm here to trade. I'm not here to fight. And be that second voice and hit the showers. All right, call it a day. It's going to help you in the long run.
Order filled.
Yep. This is the stuff, guys. This is the juice, chat. This is it right here.
Order filled.
It really is. Like, this is the stuff that makes such a difference and separates, the consistency from just the gnarly equity curves where it's this boom and bust cycle. But you got to be your own risk manager. Like most of us, probably not sitting at a risk desk with a bunch of people around us that are asking us to explain our trades, explain what's going on, explain why we are continuing to trade after hitting our personal daily loss limit. You have to be that person for yourself. And I like to think of it that way sometimes, that kind of like abstract third person. Like, if I'm sitting at a desk and someone's looking over my shoulder that knows how to trade, knows what they're doing,
filled.
Are they going to allow me to continue trading the way that I am right here, right now, based on, my performance so far, or how the market is just not flowing with me today? If they're not, if it would be an absolute no, it's probably your indication to wrap it up. So you got to be your own risk manager. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. And like Jay said, utilize the tools available, man. Again, I talk about like putting the game in easy mode. I like to think about it that way. Put the game in easy mode, man. Don't have an ego. Use tools that are available
Order filled.
to you, that makes sense. Lock yourself out. You feel that tilt creeping in. Set the risk limits for yourself, and then lock those out. If you struggle with this stuff, I don't know what the excuse is to not use it. If you find yourself struggling with it, just use it to your advantage. It's a power play, but got to be your own risk manager, man. You have to.
You're the boss. You're the CEO. This is your company. Nobody else is going to take you and save your company for you. It's all about you. You're pushing the buttons. You're the pay no attention to the man behind this curtain. Oh, yes, you are that guy. You're the one pulling the strings, hitting the buttons. It's all about you.
So watching ES just crack back up above these low time frame highs. Can we get some continuation through the 60s?
Order filled.
I'm going to leave this one on. I want to see this run towards overnight high, top of this Newswick. I am
Order filled.
We had something come on the book really heavy just a couple of minutes ago and then get moved. 200 looks like an ES right above, and then we start to come into this area that I was talking about, which could we could either move through pretty quickly, or it could be some trouble. But I'm going to watch this one play. Like
order filled.
Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
Made a mistake there, but nothing to it.
We had some volume here, my goodness.
Nothing to it.
Nice conviction on this trade, Zach.
Late in the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, appreciate it. We'll see how it plays. But again, I was trading NQ a lot more zoomed in and then even zoomed out and really actively managing my trades, right? Cutting losers quick, cutting winners quick. I run a no take profit, so I do actively manage it to the upside, but I also journal my trades and I look at my data, and it's most of it's journaled live because I'm live on YouTube every day. So it plays out in real time. But if I notice again and again that I go stop loss to break even, like right here, when we cracked this upside, showed me $100 in profit. I go stop loss to break even. I'm stopped out. And then I have so many continue in my direction. And those that continue in my direction outweigh anything that I'm cutting at break even to the downside. I have to take that data into consideration and apply it to my trading. Data is not going to lie. It's going to show you where you can improve. So that's something that I've really got to do until I'm hitting take profit, until I'm taking the trade off. At least here in ES, the way that I'm structuring my trades personally, because it's going to be different for everybody, go and stop loss to break even really quick or aggressively dragging it up as soon as I'm in profit. It's hurting me more than it's helping me. I'm just choking out good trades and that I'm fully realizing losses as soon as I enter and it rips to my stop loss. So,
Man, that's such a good point.
gotta hang
Right?
on.
Everyone wants to think about how quickly we can take profits, right? Can we scale out? But no one ever scales out of losers. Right? You're never in a 3-lot. You say, hey, this is not going in my favor. Let me take one off just to limit risk. No one ever does that. We always take the full loss. But as soon as we get
Order
Marcus
filled.
Socrates says I do, but of course, D, you're a special D. D is a special trader that we have here, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense from the numbers.
Order
perspective, right?
filled.
Hey, if this isn't going in my favor, let me take some of the risk off. And if it gives me a better opportunity and I still like the trade, could I add back at a better location?
Order filled.
You don't hear that talked about, and I see some traders saying in the chat you do.
Order
I
filled.
think it's a great way to do it. I am scaling out of this winner. If we get a pullback here, I'm going to take one contract off and be in another one. But yep. So I'm down to one, and I'll add back into it if we get a pullback and it holds.
Yeah.
Yep. Scaling
Yeah, I
in
gotta
and out
give-
is powerful. Go ahead, Eddie.
No, go ahead, Zach. You're up in and out.
Yeah,
I got something to say.
powerful play, man. That if you can get good at scaling in and out, and that's part of your trade management approach, I think it'd be super powerful. But what I would go back to is
Order
just everyone's
filled.
system's going to be different. It's going to be different for me and Jay and Eddie and you personally. Journal your trades, look at your
Order
data,
filled.
and just try from a super simple way of thinking about
Order
it.
filled.
Do a little bit more of what's helping you and a little bit less of what's not. Create a feedback loop.
Order
and then
filled.
Start there, right?
Order filled.
Sometimes it's just as simple
Order
as that.
filled.
It's not the easy thing to do, but your data is going to show you, had
Order
you done
filled.
this over a
I
large
pressed the
sample
wrong
size,
button.
you would end up more green. Your P&L would be
pressed the
healthier.
wrong button.
Just do a little bit more of that. And if you're not journaling, you should probably start just in the most basic way. Create a feedback loop some way so you can see what's working and what's not working.
Right. I mean, you say journaling and say, oh my God, I got to do more work. But the more work you do, the better off you are. And the thing is, too, if you don't want to write it down, we all got smartphones, right? We got phones with recorders in it. If you got a good trade, hit record, make a file. Okay, hit record and talk into it. What happened? Was it a good trade? What did I see? How were my emotions? What was the market doing? Was there a number at the time? Was somebody speaking? You can always review that. One of the things I wanted to bring forward, and I got to give this trader some props and some credit for coming up here and saying, I'm going to talk about DS. DS here in chat says, I was up $250 up today, and all I had to do was walk away, but I decided to go for one more trade. And that's just it, that one more trade. And now I'm trying
one
to
more
recover
trade
from
has killed more accounts than anything
I know.
else. I'm sorry for
Guilty
interrupting.
as
The one
charged.
more trade is terrible.
Yeah, it's the worst.
And now he's got to recover from a grand loss, which is ridiculous. But, DS, props to you for coming up here and putting that on here, because now the thing is that I've even brought it even more forward than you have. This is something that you're not going to do, hopefully not do again. And the thing is, I mean, we've all did this. I've did this many a times. One more trade. But the thing is, $250 today, depending on the account that you got, that's a great day. I know there's probably a ton of us here that wish we were up $250 today. Put yourself into perspective. But I got to give you a lot of credit for stepping forward and sharing that with us. And hopefully, you're not going to do that again. Let's put it this way. DS, you will not do that again. All right. You will not do that again. And I got faith in you. So there we have it. But Kugler, I think, might be a little bit done here. He's got another comment here. Uncertainty is difficult for all parts of the economy. I guess he's just sort of blowing wind right now, things that we've heard before. But we'll go from there.
Zach, I want to ask you something. You talk a lot about data, and it's your data specifically, right? Not hey, this is the perfect way to look at the markets. This is how I look at the markets. How long does it take you to kind of collect, or did it take you to collect that data? And how frequently do you make adjustments to your strategy if the data starts showing you negative results?
Yeah, I
Order
think
filled.
obviously the more the better, right? Larger sample size is always going to be really important. If you're just starting out, you're not doing it now, I would go for the simplest approach. Like, I wasn't journaling back in the day. I tried to do the spreadsheet thing. It was, like Eddie said, it's just too much work. So anything is better than nothing. And I think the simplest way, just to talk about it, if you're trading on TopStepX here, you can screenshot your chart. You can save a link of the chart after making notes on it with a position tool. You get your entry, exit, take profit, and a couple notes on what happened, why you entered the trade, how you were feeling, how you were thinking. And then to answer the second part of that, how I start to make adjustments. It's a balance, right? Because we don't want to have this crazy recency bias. We don't want to constantly be over optimizing for what happened on the last trade because we're never going to be perfect. So I try to look in a weekly and monthly lens at how my trading is going. And if I identify really strong trends, like again, like that was something that was happening really, really often. I'm getting stopped at break even, and there's so many that are running in profit.
Order filled.
And it was very clear right away as I started to focus on ES again, that is something that I just should not be doing. It was so
order filled.
Clear.
Order
but you do want to collect a large sample size. I don't know exactly what that number would be, but yeah, it's a balance. I will say that again. You don't want to over optimize. You have to settle on some approach and apply some consistency. But maybe on a monthly basis, at the very least, I think it's very helpful to just sit down on a Sunday, grab your coffee, and pour through your trading for that month. I would definitely do it weekly, but if you notice something that's happening, week over week consistently, that's either good or bad, you want to adjust according to that within reason. And I wouldn't make like massive shifts every week or month. I mean, I'm talking about small trade management, maneuvers and things like this. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me on learning to adjust was stop placement, right? Where there was a time where I'm trying to figure out how to trade the NASDAQ with a 10-point stop, and that's just really tight, right? And it's just like, okay, you're getting stopped out. You get in the direction, right? But you're getting stopped out before the move goes, and the move goes without you. But it's hey, how much can I actually afford taking this trade and not trying to fit the market into a 10-point stop, especially not the NASDAQ, right? It's you have to be a sniper to get a trade entry with a 10-point stop in the NASDAQ, and sometimes it works, right? And it's just the 30% of the time that it did work wasn't worth all of the trades that ended up getting stopped out and then causing frustration or whatever it is. So widening stops was the biggest point of optimization for me, for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, for me it's a lot of trade management. It's kind of what I do. It's trade structure and trade management. That's where I make the most adjustments.
Order filled.
What am I doing after I get into the trade, and then how am I structuring that trade? I think once you really settle on the tools you're going to use, the approach you're going to use, you don't want to go adding indicators or searching for the holy grail. That's a terrible road to go down. But there can be small improvements, right? Maybe it is entry for you, or absolutely risk management. Where you're placing your invalidation level. Are you trying to get so dang tight on NASDAQ and get this sniper entry and it's just generating a ton of losses? Size down and widen out. It's kind of see how that starts to work for you. But the data is good. And again, I mean simple data. I'm not talking statistics. I'm not the math guy. I'm talking screenshots of your chart and just watching the same trends play out over and over and over again, where you probably shouldn't be doing whatever you're doing, because if you didn't, you would have generated a nice P&L out of it. And that stuff's, for me, at least, it tends to stick out like a sore thumb. It's really obvious. It's frustrating, but it sticks out. And I think if more guys just had that basic
order filled,
hey, what's working? Let me do a little bit more of that. What's not working? Let me do a little bit less of that within reason. You can improve. You just create that
order
process of improvement, which is important.
It's very important. The thing is, though, I think a lot of us don't have
order
the time.
Filled.
We want to hit that plateau of success as quick as we can. I think that's a big problem too. I talked to some people here where
order filled.
Some of the comments. If you make $250 a day, which that'd be a great day for me. But sometimes traders want to make more. I want to make. I got to make 1,000. I got to make 1,000. $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day. Well, here's the thing: if your mindset is sort of tattooed to that venue, break it down. All right, we're here to build confidence, and let's just say that you do have $1,000 target. Break it down into 250, 250, 250, 250, 250. So what you're doing is, even if you get 3 out of the 4, all right, 3 out of the 4. you're still building confidence. You're not getting greedy. You're managing it well. If you get 2 out of the 4, that's still 500. That's still $500. All right. So what I'm trying to say is, have your targets. If you got that big target, break it up into littler targets where you can see, okay, success. Hey, winning trade. Yes, I'm moving forward. Good deal. I'm looking at the market correctly. I'm putting money in my account. Instead of saying, you know what, man, I only made $625. I didn't get my 1,000 today. And I see a lot of that. I see a lot of people harping on not making that big money, but you're missing the bigger picture of being successful. Even if it's a step by step, baby steps, instead of leaps and bounds. All right, that's what you want to do. As long as you're moving forward, keep moving forward.
What you guys think?
Hopefully, that is something that we can work on if you're having that issue.
Are we going to
Agreed.
wait a minute?
Board there.
Slowly stepping in here.
Yep.
Slowly stepping in.
86. We could do this. 86.
Is there any point in this trade?
Let's do this.
There you go, Mo.
Go ahead, Zach.
Order filled.
I'm trying to get my book
Order
back,
filled.
Clean back up. I was utilizing that in this trade, and it's crashing out on me for some reason. I don't love when that happens.
Zach, what did you get in on that trade?
Order filled.
That is from 57.50 even. 57.50 on the nose.
Order filled. Order filled.
I have about $300 worth of risk.
Order filled
right now. We are coming. I like to zoom out to a higher time frame every once in a while. I'm trading
90.
1 minute chart.
Oh my
We're
goodness!
coming into this area.
We
of consolidation
back into
here, kind of the top end of that. We might see
working
some
power.
hesitation, some
2
resistance
o'clock.
before we
2
just
o'clock.
blast
2
off
o'clock.
to the upside.
Goodness,
But
this
I
has
really
been
was keeping an eye on some orders above
my
price, and I
goodness.
can't see where they're at right now. So I don't love that. I have a rule for myself.
Order filled.
Go ahead,
Oh my
Jay.
God.
Maybe you can tell me.
No. Go ahead, Zach. What's that rule?
Yeah,
Bitch.
I've got a rule for myself, and I think I'm going to exercise it right now. If I have something that's not working, something that I'm using, a tool,
I pressed the wrong one.
that is like messing up as I'm trading, that I flatten. And
Great rule.
I'm going to have to do it right now.
Great rule.
Yeah.
Those orders you were talking about, they're kind of at 75. We got 203 offered at 775. We got, that's really it. The other stuff that's up there is kind of the algos that are moving around, but 196 offered at 75 right now in the S&P, and then we got another 190 at 770 right here that we're getting ready to fill.
Nice.
I like that rule.
Nice.
Right? That's a
I'm out. I'm out of that one. I'm out of that one
Nice.
for a win. Right about 770. I'm 579 on the day, so a little under $300.
Nice.
Just a hair under 1-to-1. 270 some odd, something like that. But yeah, I don't like this rule as much, but it's one of those ones where I have to follow. By the way, I love Bookmap.
Order filled.
If you're interested in order flow, go ahead and check that out. It's just tripping out on me right now. Is disconnecting and connecting again, and I have noticed in my data, talking about my journal, whenever I have something that starts to go wrong, technical issue, the internet starts to glitch out, I almost always generate a worse poor input, right? Poor execution. I do something wrong. I almost never get lucky in the way that I would like.
Sure everything is
so
down.
I've really tried to implement that.
Look
It's
at
happened as I'm
Back
trading
to
live. I've done it
51.
in front of guys.
Watch this video. Watch it all the way, and you see me get back to 50.
The answer is just get flat. No matter where you are, mark that down in your journal. That what happened. You were utilizing a tool. That tool's not available. It's leaving you halfway blind in the trade. Now you don't really know what's going on, or whatever it is, and you're just distracted. So get flat on technical issues. Very simple rule for myself. So I exercise that. This still looks okay. That's why it's a little bit frustrating, and I think we can see a quick pop up to overnight high. But I have to go with what I know is the right thing for me, which is get out if I have something that I'm using start to get jacked up or not work too well.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
good rule.
I'm glad that you got out of that trade because we are just about out of time.
What What
was your P&L here, Zach?
I am ending 579.72. I think I jumped on with like 311 or something around that. A little over.
Go tack it on.
So, no complaints, right?
Profits, man. It's cool,
Listen,
man.
No complaints. No complaints.
That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Well, I hope that you did learn something today in the chat. That's what we're here for. You know, anything we
How
can
many
share with you,
trades? How many
we
trades?
will. And never lead you
136
in the wrong direction.
to make $51.
Zach, it was a pleasure
Holy
having
crap.
you here today with us.
That's awesome.
I hope we see you back again
I
soon.
love
I
it.
love when you're on, man. I tell you, you're.
Let me see how we get back
right
in
back at you
this.
guys. I appreciate it. It's always great conversations. This
Go
was a
here,
really
we
good
go
one,
here.
guys. I love the mindset stuff, but yeah, it's awesome to come on. Chat, appreciate you guys.
I like
Got the
your
win,
show.
which is fun. Didn't get
Order
to hold it as long
filled.
as I would have liked, but we're
Order
ending this segment,
filled.
so it was right on time. But yeah, appreciate you
All
guys
right,
having me back on. Thank you.
All right. And Coach Jay, I think you can log off for today. I don't think we have you back on.
Order
here again.
filled.
No,
Do we?
I'm actually on in the next 3
Order
minutes. Yeah, so I'm
filled.
just going to stand
you
up,
are.
stretch, spin around in a circle,
Jay,
and come
Anne-Marie,
right back.
James, James D, Anne Marie, and Jay. We got one more, Coach Jay, and we're gonna have that in just a little bit. We're gonna take a break.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Back to the futures.
It's coming
Don't
down.
go away.
Well, maybe not.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
First, just like before, I'm not gonna do no more. Wow. And clear all. Even on what a tool. What a tool. Where is it going? It's going to the 9, or it's going to here the 9, which is at 2071, or is going to the 9. I'm sorry, that was the 9 at 2071, or it's going to the 50, which is 81, or it's going to the regular BWAP at 45, or it's going to the other regular BWAP at 11, because this is America, man. You could do it. You could do it in look at this. Amigo, check it out. Check it out. Save the day. Save face. Save face. Oh, wow. Loving it, man. Oh my goodness. I love it. 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 Let's see. Sure.
Order filled.
See that? Columbine. I gotta learn this. I gotta see the who's buying prior to levels. Who's buying prior to levels? Once I find that out, it's gonna be easier. Easier. So that's it for today, my friends. Thank you very much. Watch this video.